It was an action-packed night last night that hopefully transitions over into another glorious day here inside of Studio Triple J. Welcome on in, folks, to another episode of the Protect You podcast. Jake Wilson, as always, alongside the man, Jay Mickens. Jay, very excited to get into this one. We got a lot that we got to cover, especially with things like the transfer portal closing, some accolades that we'd like to discuss in terms of our Protect You crew members. And then we got a little bit of a game and another way to innovate things at the end of the show, but that is all yet to come, Jay. That said, I'm very excited to get into this one because we're coming off of the heels of a very exciting matchup that we had last night, and the first-time national champion since the Florida Gators did it back in the 90s in the form of the Indiana Hoosiers.
Okay, yeah, it's shocking to say the least. When you hear Indiana Hoosiers, college football, champions.
Yes.
Right. It's weird to say, right? Basketball not as weird. We go back to the great Bobby, days, right? Bobby Bowden, not Bobby Bowden. Thinking of football. My mind is already messed up, right? But I mean, going back to Coach Bobby Knight, obviously, you talk about the Calvert Cheneys of the world. You're thinking basketball, but for football. But I will say this. What we're seeing in regards to the whole NIL world, guys were normally not going to go to Indiana. And I know a lot of the guys came from JMU, with Coach, and they wanted to come over to Indiana. But at the end of the day, Indiana still had a budget that they were able to spend legally, right? And kudos to those guys, right? I mean, they got it right. They treated it no different than like a small market team in like Major League Baseball, where like, hey, we don't have the unlimited budget, but we're going to build this thing the right way. And, congratulations, because I will say that I think now the guys that can coach, you're getting to see that. And then the ones that can't coach, they're getting exposed because there are a lot of schools that had a huge payroll, to the tune of 30, almost $40 million. They were watching the playoffs like me and you, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the better credits, too, of this Indiana team was that there was a lot of a veteran presence. Like, that was a very old team that was out there. A lot of fifth-year guys, a lot of four-year seniors that were out there playing on that field. And I think it shows the value to some of the guys of staying in school so that way you do get your shot. So that way you do get a chance to go out there and play for a team that's building something. As opposed to trying to play sort of like that flash in the pan, you get your 1 year and then you get out type of build.
Right. No, and I mean, you said it best there. I mean, the average age was 23 years old.
Yes.
So a little bit different, right? Where I think Miami's average age was about 19. I know Beck kind of shot that up a little bit higher. They might have been close to being 20 years old on average, but that's grown men out there. I mean, you're 23 years old. A lot of guys are in their second, almost third year of the NFL, and Indiana had a whole team. But still, it's a great team win. No 5 stars, right? So there's like the offset. And I think my favorite part of the ending of the game was when Mendoza said that, because he's from that Miami area, and he talked about that he got denied a walk-on. He got denied a walk-on position to be on that team, and then to end up beating that team to win a national championship, to just basically put the icing on the cake of just a great season for him in regards of, going undefeated, winning the Heisman, and then not only getting to beat the team that denied you, just a walk-on.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even worth a walk-on. Keep that in mind. But then to flip it around and then now also beat them in Miami, right? So let's just say that there was a lot of sea of red that was there. There were a lot of locals because of the Mendoza fan base, and just him and his family, being from that area.
Yes, I got very fired up hearing him in that last press conference before they did, they roll the stage out there and they do the big presentation, but him talking about his journey of being a 2-star kid at a high school. And like you said, Jay, he was denied that walk-on position at Miami, took a chance at James Madison under Signetti, and he ends up as not only a Heisman winner, but Heisman winner, national champion, and a perfect 16-0 on the year.
Yeah.
One of the best runs, and I would say already one of the best hires in college football history for what Signetti was able to build in just 2 years.
Yeah.
at Indiana.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers. I know we got some people that we work in close proximity here that were probably pulling for the other side, but still, I think I think definitely a great game overall. Miami looked like they were out of it for a while. They forged a great comeback effort there in that second half.
Fourth quarter was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it got excited. It was a little sluggish those first three quarters, but fourth quarter, the fireworks came out, and what a great way to end the college football season. I'm sad because I love football.
Of course.
I'm already ready for it to come back, so we could just bypass spring and summer.
We got NFL to hold us over for just a little bit longer.
We got 2 more weeks of NFL.
Yeah.
But then unless we buy into the XFL.
I guess that's true.
We'll have to get into that, but we'll see.
Maybe. But the door has not completely closed for college football just yet. In fact, the teams that were just playing in the national championship game get to turn their focus a little bit farther now to the transfer portal, which for most of the college football world has closed up on January 16th. But that does not mean that players and teams cannot still go out and find athletes. It just means that players cannot enter their name into the portal anymore. And so with that, Jay, I toss it over to you in knowing that there was a bevy of talent in this year's portal. Over 10,000 players entered their name as of Wednesday the 15th, the day before it closed. Mm-hmm. Over 10,000 players, and we're starting to see a little bit of, if not necessarily the flaws of having the singular transfer portal, but maybe a little bit of the growing pains that we might be experiencing here in year one of the singular transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know if there's flaws in the singular portal. I actually think that it goes in line with, having these kids sign a year-long contract, having, the scholarships be in line with a year-long contract. And so having one portal, I actually am a fan of. The timing of it, though, that's where it's weird for me. I do feel that it does need to be pushed back, and there needs to be a real free agent market like the NFL is, because even like with DJ Lagway, for instance, that was a rush job for him and his family. They had to make a decision fairly quick, and then school gets started back. We represent another young man that we'll talk about later in the show, and Connor, Kenyon didn't even have time to do anything. The moment he committed to, Central Connecticut, he instantly had to get on the road, and then his dad and him had to go drive 30 hours, right, just to get his car up and get him going because school's about to start. And so I just feel like that there's opportunities to where I get that schools, you need to be in school. And I know that the traditional universities that have just the 2 semesters, but I will say, Jake, that the quarter system seems to be working better, because a lot of these quarter systems, you might miss that winter quarter, but then you can enroll and start school in that spring quarter, which typically starts in the middle of March. So if they were to push back the portal to, say, the day after the national championship, and then let the portal stay open, because today is what, the 20th, right? So imagine the portal being open from the 20th to, say, just the 31st of if you're going to enter in your name or not, right? And then from there, now you have time for all the month of February to go on OVs, kind of get a good feel for the programs, and it allows you to make that decision come March 1st, and then now you're at school. And then if you missed anything on that winter quarter, or if you got to stay a traditional semester, then allow those young men to make up the school in the summertime of what they missed in those first few months. So,
and you talk about, too, the amount of people that are getting left out now and how that has academic repercussions here. Of guys are going to be missing substantial periods of classes. They're going to be thrown off of the regular curriculum. As of that Wednesday, the 15th marker, 6,846 players were still looking for schools. And so that's a lot of not only players still looking for places that'll take them, but that's a lot of schools that are still looking for guys to fill in positions. And now that creates this perfect storm almost, where with everybody trying to find their chair in this musical chairs analogy that we've used, now it's leaving the high school guys that are looking to get recruited for next window in 2027. Now they're left hanging out in the dust because the priority has shifted so drastically to filling in transfer positions.
Yeah, exactly, Jake. And, look, I get it. Especially for our 27 guys, right? Class of 2027, I feel your pain. I understand there's frustration and because you don't know, right? And honestly, no one knows. With this new one transfer portal, it's not about when it closed. It closed on the 16th. That mean that kids are still not looking for homes. And so in turn, these college coaches are not going to stop focusing on transfer portal kids until they complete their 105-man roster for this upcoming season. It's not that they don't care about you high schoolers. It's not like that they aren't going to put their attention on you eventually. But the sheer fact is that they got to also take care of their families. And a lot of these coaches know they're on the hot seat. And so in turn, they got to win this coming up season, the senior season, high school season still for the 2027 guys, or they will be out looking for a job and they'll be in the transfer portal, which is called the unemployment line. And so you got to understand and be patient and know that they got to get their rosters done now. So whether a kid doesn't come in until spring or a kid doesn't even come in until the summer, a lot of things have got to happen before they start putting their energy on the high school kids. Now, the hope and what we're hearing from our guys on the inside is that the majority of these rosters should be completed by the end of January, no longer than the first week of February, which means that by mid-February, every college should then be putting their focus on the 2027 class and start looking at those high schools. And just know for our guys that are already part of the Protect You crew, we're going to be ready for that. We got a big Zoom coming up where there's going to be a State of the Union address here at Protection United on February 3rd for our guys. Ones that don't know or hadn't checked their emails, make sure you lock that in. It's going to be 7 p.m. And we're going to be able to talk to the kids as well as the parents and give them a full update of where things currently stand in regards to the transfer portal and the effects of high school football recruiting.
And I think, Jay, one of the important things that you mentioned there that we need to reiterate is that it's that far-reaching effect that you don't typically see on the surface level of it. Schools aren't going to go out there and advertise, hey, we're not focusing so much on the high school recruiting because we need to fill in the gaps here on the transfer portal side of it. No school in their right mind is ever going to do anything like that. And so you have to sort of trust the sources that are out there and trust, in some cases, your representation to get the word out to you that you have to hold out faith. It is coming, and there will be opportunities here once things get settled down with the transfer portal. And I'll throw either a rhetorical question over to you, Jay, whether you can come up with some sort of answer to this one like you did with the singular portal or not. But it seems like the solution you were able to remedy with the singular transfer portal of let's just adjust when the timing happens. So that way we can let the dust settle on who the national champion is, and then we can focus on restructuring the rosters. Do you feel like there would be any sort of better way to tackle the way that the transfer portal affects high school recruiting now, with it being just the one recruiting window? Or do you think maybe this incentivizes more and more high school athletes to commit early and be a part of the early signing days?
Yeah, that early signing day is huge. I love the fact that we had a good number of our 2026 guys listen to us because we explained that to them. We told every one of them, you better get your spot. And I'm glad that they all listened to us because not only did we get them locked and loaded on early signing day, their NIL contracts were also signed and delivered as well to where they were locked in. Our two K-State guys, they weren't affected by the change of the coaching staff, right? Davis Kinney going back and forth between Northwestern and then Arizona State and then Arizona State picking up other guys in the portal, but Davis was secure in that. Javion Martin being at Houston, right? Another one that was locked and loaded. EJ Lartigue, right? Mm-hmm. Once again, brilliant. EJ didn't even graduate early. He's still in school. CJ Jackson still in high school, but they listened and they signed, Jake. And to your point, yes, like that is one thing that would help. The other thing is that I think was somewhat of an outlier, and I don't know if we're going to see it either again or maybe this is going to be the new trend, but there were a lot of guys that hit the portal that shouldn't hit the portal.
Yes.
Right? I mean, when you got a DB that's a freshman All-American at Oregon, has 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery as well as a pick 6 in that Texas Tech quarterfinal game, and then he bounces. Like,
why?
Like, why? Like, you're good. That part of it, right? Because I do see the downside and the effects of how it can hurt. Like, for instance, Mendoza's little brother. He didn't want to leave early, but then he hits the portal because TCU's quarterback has already committed to Indiana, and clearly he's going to be the guy that they're going to roll with next year.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Now he's in a long line of other quarterbacks that got way more film that have already been out on the road since January 2nd. So what's going to be left over for him?
Yeah, it's going to be those small programs, or it's going to be potentially even, you're talking FCS maybe.
Correct. And so the effects of that, and then now you got other guys coming in. And so the high school, in all honesty, is going to be where we might have to wait until this first full run. And it sucks for the 27s, just like it sucked for the 2020 class that was affected by COVID, that hurt the high school kids from the classes of 20 to 2024, right? 25, we saw a little bit of a breathing room.
Yep.
26, we saw a little bit. But now 27s might be affected. Now, not as bad as the 2020s, but it could still be some kind of unknown effect. And unfortunately, that class is going to be used as almost a guinea pig of, let's test this out and see where things land.
Yes, it is very unfortunate that this 27 class essentially gets caught in the crossfire of a lot of the changes that are going to be happening here in college football, the first year of this singular transfer portal window. But we shift gears just a little bit here to mention and highlight a handful of the Protect You crew members that both found some success and that are still looking for some potential offers in the collegiate level. And we'll start out here with one of our great success stories and one of our favorite guys that we've had in terms of the recent additions to the Protect You crew. And Jay, we are, of course, talking about, as you previously mentioned, Connor Kenyon, who made the jump here and was committed to leaving Rhode Island when he came to us in the transfer portal. And now he finds his new home, teaming up with his former teammate, Thaddeus Crump, at Central Connecticut State.
Yeah, no, so happy for my guy. Talked with Dad a little bit. We've been texting back and forth, and he's like, dude, we're on within 18 hour of a 30-hour commute. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But yes, so happy for Connor. It's interesting. So saying is, if you can't beat them, join them. And let's say Connor took care of business against Central Connecticut in the first round of the FCS playoffs. And they saw enough to be like, hey, just come join us so then you can help us beat Rhode Island. And so very happy for him. Connor's going to put up just stupid numbers this year for Central Connecticut. As long as the weather permits, our guy's going to shine, and I'm happy for him.
And I like, too, that this provides an excellent opportunity for him to build up that film, build up that resume before he does potentially make that next jump to wherever that may be. And joining him in that transfer portal and part of that initial wave of transfer portal guys was Levante Johnson. He made the move over here and chose to transfer out of Rice, but Levante has an excellent opportunity here to, I think, really entertain the value that he has out there at that corner spot. He's already been getting looks from multiple schools, including Louisiana Tech, HCU, we already got a couple of Protect You crew members over there. So there's a little bit of a buzz already building up with Levante.
Exactly. And we're just waiting for, this DB circle to go. I mean, that's just another deep position that a lot of young men are in the portal. And so we'll be okay with Levante. La Tech has reached out multiple times. They're already at the transcript stage, which is always a good thing there. And we'll see. I have a feeling that we're going to have some other schools coming in late just because now they're going to be like, wait, we need another DB. We need a guy that can kind of come shut things down. So definitely expecting big things for Levante Johnson.
No doubt. And another guy that I would expect some pretty big things out of is Teddy Boris, another guy that came to us in that transfer portal window, a QB with just an absolute cannon for an arm. You and I were able to show that off firsthand here on the Protect You podcast because I think that film speaks really high volumes for Teddy because he was a guy that didn't see a whole lot of playing time while he was at Louisiana Tech. But whenever you see those measurables and you see that film, I feel like that is what speaks for itself.
Exactly. And, Teddy not playing was not for a lack of talent. It was 100% because of a scheming issue, right? La Tech is big now with the new OC coming in, and he wants a quarterback that could run as much as he can throw, right? And, this is kind of not veer back to, the purpose of the transfer portal and why I'm a big fan of it. But Teddy's another example because he was recruited by Sonny Cumbie when Cumbie was the offensive coordinator, and that offense was different. They bring in Tony Franklin back home, and Tony Franklin's like, well, I want to run a different kind of offense. And so Teddy being freed up to hit the transfer portal and now going to find a school that wants to throw 70% of the time. Teddy's your guy, right? He's the guy that can spin it and can keep the chains going in the right direction and put points on the board. And, that's what I would assume any, OC would want, when they're running more of a spread type, true air raid offense.
And the last guy that we want to highlight here as the Protect You crew transfer portal members is none other than Sean DeBose, a guy that we highlighted at the very beginning of the football season as a potential game wrecker for Houston Christian, and he did really well for himself out there as a member of the Husky defense. Played in all 12 games that HCU had, recorded 44 tackles, and that includes a forced fumble and a fumble recovery, Jay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and played 4 different positions, too.
Yes.
Inside linebacker, outside linebacker. Also played some DN, right?
Mm-hmm.
They brought him in a little bit, some D tackle when they needed to guarantee the stuff to run. But Sean's a guy that I know that can dominate on that edge. That's what we are really pushing because we feel that his film just shoots off of the charts. Being an edge rusher, he's more comfortable there, and we know that he could be more effective there. But hey, the team needs him for inside linebacker, outside linebacker. He can come do that too. I mean, he's just that guy. So.
Yeah, a very versatile piece that will be valuable for any defense. And for the guys that we do still have out there in the transfer portal, whether you're a Protect You crew member or not, allow me to regale you a story here, if you will, for something that might provide you with a little bit of hope and a little bit of faith as you move deeper and deeper towards your next destination. And I'm, of course, talking about the story of Drew Messamaker. That name may sound familiar to some of y'all if you've been following college football, and this year in particular. He was the North Texas Phenom QB that is finally making his move over to Oklahoma State for a record-breaking NIL contract. But if you know the journey, you know that it took a lot for him to get there. During his high school career at Vandergrift here in Austin, Texas, he was a career backup during his varsity years. Back-to-back years during his junior and senior years, the year where you need to get the most amount of film and get those rankings up. He was a backup quarterback. In fact, he was the team's primary punter during that final stretch of his high school career. And so because of that, not many schools were looking his way, and he has to go on and be a walk-on at the University of North Texas. And even there, he doesn't find a whole lot of luck. Year 1 in 2024, he is the 5th string QB on that roster, but he sticks it out, he keeps his head down, and he keeps working. And then it goes over to the 2025 year, and it's looking like he might potentially be the backup QB for a Miami transfer that's coming in. But instead, what does he do? He gets out there, he puts his ass on the line, and he gets to work. And he earns the starting job before the season starts, and because of that, he lights the world on fire. The man finishes the year leading college football in passing yards and yards per attempt, something that is really valuable for schools that are looking to build a high-powered throwing offense, much like Oklahoma State was at the end of the year. They had released Mike Gundy and relieved him of his duties, and because of that, a lot of the guys left. And so what did OK State do? They took the hottest hand that they could have possibly played and laid it all out on the table. They went and they got North Texas's head coach and said, Coach, blank check. Bring any of the guys that you want from North Texas, and let's build a roster here under the Cowboy banner. And because of that, he went out there, and most of North Texas's transfer portal guys ended up at Oklahoma State, headlined by Drew Messamaker, who signed a 2-year, $7 million NIL contract to join Oklahoma State. And I give that story more so because it's a beacon of hope for a lot of guys who might think that their luck has run out, might think that time hasn't been really friendly to them, and the cards that they've been dealt give them a really crappy hand. But if you continue to work and you continue to try and find opportunities, not where you want the opportunities to happen, but where they open up, great things can still happen. Money can obviously still be made out there, but a name can be made for yourself out there. And I think that's the most powerful part of what this singular transfer portal and what the modern era of college football can really provide, is it completes that Hollywood story like we saw in the national championship, but we see it play out now on the personal level, Jay.
I love that, Jake. And I love that we had you read all that. But most importantly for me, my smile on my face is the fact that you have now come to the light. When we first got started this together with the pod, NIL was just starting to become a real thing. And, you were just almost anti against it, like from jump. Then you kind of came a little bit more riding the line, like, I see both sides. Now I see, Jake. I heard it in your voice. You have now officially bought into, because imagine if this young man would have had to stay at North Texas because the portal, or he would have to sit out a year because he wanted to go with the coach that believed in him and gave him a chance. How was he guaranteed to keep that chance if he stayed at North Texas under the new coaching regime? So the fact that the portal has now allowed this to happen, and you just got to tell that beautiful story.
And I think, Jay, one of the big reasons why I've become more and more of a fan of the modern structure of college football is because I understand it a lot more.
Mhm.
Working in this industry now, I've gained a greater appreciation for the work that goes into it because of the opportunities that it can provide for college athletes. Not talking just purely in terms of football, but for volleyball as well. We see it here with First Lady.
Right.
We know what those opportunities can provide in
Right.
terms of building up not just a program, but building up the athlete and providing them an opportunity to go out there and excel at such a high level. That's what I think is so great about this modern era of college football and of NCAA sports as a whole, is it provides that great opportunity for talent to really shine.
Yes, exactly. And there it is.
Yes.
I love hearing that, Jake.
Yes, and we talk about talent shining at the college level, Jay, and it is great to hear about those underdog stories, the guys that come out of nowhere and start to show up on the national stage, but we also got to give our due diligence to the people that are putting in the work already and earning their flowers at the high school level as members of the Protect You crew in the 2027 class and beyond have been putting in some really solid work in terms of earning all state nominations and all state credentials. We got quite a few players that we need to dive into here. And we'll start off with one of the freshest additions to the Protect You crew in the form of Marcus Myers, who came to us just a number of weeks ago. And he said, oh yeah, by the way, one of the last things I'd like to mention, I'm second team all Ohio, by the way.
Yeah. As a sophomore.
Yes.
As a sophomore. Dude, Marcus is a stud. Like I'm still thrown off by watching his
by that film. My God.
And, I'm like, ooh, that is a monster. Look, Marcus is a guy. And, I think he should have been first team in Ohio. And there's nothing against those kids that made first team. They should make another spot.
Yes.
Like, that's how good this kid is. But no, definitely, excited to continue to watch this young man and his journey. As he continues to move forward. And I know we might get corrected. I believe he's a 28. I don't think he's a 27. I believe he's a 28, right? We can do it. We can double check. I know Mama gonna be honest, but Marcus, whatever you are, we know you're not a 26.
That is very
right.
true.
And we can double check on that. But no, I mean Marcus, what he's doing, on the field, the interior, side, the fact that him being able to do all three positions. I think that was something that was definitely earned in that regard. And so definitely happy for Marcus. And I'll get that answer. I'm sure somebody will be in my ear.
And he is one of the headlining acts of that 27 class.
27.
So he ushers
he
ushers in quite the wave of offensive talent that we have in a really deep 2027 class. I know guys are clamoring and climbing all over each other trying to get those spots at the collegiate level. But like we said, your time will come. And when it comes to guys like Marcus,
right,
there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to get out there and show off your stuff for this last senior season that you got. But then when those camps start up and when those coaches start calling, they're going to be calling for the Myers family.
Exactly.
That's for dang sure.
Exactly.
And now from way up north, we bring it down here to the dirty South, where one of our Louisiana guys has been putting in some stellar work, even though he didn't get to play all that much this season because the team was just that dominant, Jay. But you know what?
What?
Alex Fontenot did not care.
He did not.
He got out there and he still earned second team All Louisiana despite not playing every minute of every game. And now we get to see him putting in work in the offseason as one of the top performers of the Prep Red Zone Showcase Tour.
Hey, another dog in the crew in the news. I mean, second team All Louisiana. I mean, we've been a big Alex fan from the moment we met with him and his family. Just a young man that I think just instantly impressed us. And then getting to watch him put the pads on and what he's been doing out there. I mean, this dude's future is so bright.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot wait to come back and watch the archives of these podcasts and being like, man, remember when we first started working with this kid and he wasn't even a nationwide household name, and now it's slowly but surely becoming like, dude, this dude will be playing big time football collegiately. Somewhere when it's all said and done. I don't know if it'll be his freshman year. I don't know because everybody's journey is different. But when this dude is a junior or senior in college, y'all mark our words, Alex Fontenot will be a dude that everybody in the nation will know exists.
Yes, and his name is already starting to get out of Louisiana just a little bit by bit. Mississippi State, I know, has shown a little bit of interest in him. UL Lafayette, Louisiana Tech, we're all...
He's already got the UNLV offer.
Yeah. So he's already got some very avid support happening from outside of the collegiate world, and he had great measurables when we went out there and met him in person.
Yeah.
He's got great counting stats. He was one of the leaders in the entire state of Louisiana for touchdown catches, receiving yards.
Right.
So I think he'll be another guy that we're very excited to finally get to showcase in the full limelight once this transfer portal window really calms down. I think it'll be Marcus. I think it'll be Alex. And I think Kingston Beyer might also be a part of the crown here that we're assembling as a Protect You crew member, because Kingston Beyer, we mentioned that he won All-State first team for his defensive line spot out of all states. National recognition for that. He's already attracted a bunch of other offers already. Wyoming, I think, was one of the ones thrown out there as well. But then some very avid support, both from inside and outside of Protection United, earned Kingston Beyer the TXPS Media TAPS D2 Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, bro. And what I love about him earning this is that this is not a coach's vote solely, right? I mean, the fans got the vote. And the fact that Kingston earned, this award to where, his peers, people that he went up against, all had to basically bow down and kiss the ring and let them know that, hey, he is this guy. He's a guy that just created havoc every time he lined up against an offensive lineman. What he has done this season as a junior is just, remarkable. I know for a fact that there are a ton of schools that are trying to get Kingston to go, other private schools, like the public schools want them to come back. Please come play, help us out. We need somebody like you. This is not a typical normal private school kid, guys. This is a dude that can go play football anywhere, on any level. Duncanville, DeSoto, North Shore, right? I'm just naming some of the top high schools here in the state of Texas, but let's go to Florida. He can play for IMG. I mean, Kingston is just that guy. He is probably one of the biggest diamonds in the rough that you could ever find. And this young man will be also another household name when it's all said and done. He continues to grow. And by the way, I've seen Daddy. That's a big man.
Yes.
That's a big man.
And his dad brings some college football experience to that household as well. So
right.
He's been taught up and coached really well.
Exactly.
And it shows on the field.
It does. I mean, the discipline, all the things that he's doing, and he's doing it the right way. Right? Great kid off the field and just a nasty monster on the field. That's what you want.
Yes.
Right? That's what you want. So another 27, Jake. Another 27. 27 class deep.
Yes.
They're deep here to protect you, crew.
And we'll stay in the same vein here and go a little bit off script because I remembered one last thing that I saw this morning. I was checking my Twitter and making sure that everything was all right and I got everything correct. And one guy that I would feel remiss if we didn't mention is Colson Collins.
Okay.
QB here for John Cooper, who, that same vein, TXPS Media, he won the SPC 4A, 3A Quarterback of the Year.
There it is.
So
There it
Colson
is.
Collins
That's awesome.
put up tremendous numbers during this last year, 2,379 passing yards, 32 passing touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns. I think very worthy of his consideration for that honor.
No, I agree. And Jake, you'll appreciate this analogy here, but Colson reminds me of like a Colt McCoy, right? Just very athletic, can spin it, but just the accuracy of the ball. I mean, remember Colt could just go on a 15-play drive and all of them be passes.
Yep.
And he's just, because he knew how to read a defense, he knew ball placement, understanding, where the receivers want the ball, protecting his guys along the way. And that's what we saw with Colson. We were blessed to go watch him play 3 times this past season. And I mean, whether he needed to run it, where he needed to throw it, I mean, he took care of business on the football field, great leadership, right? I mean, it was always positivity on that sideline with him and pumping his guys up. And, once again, just another great young man that I honestly feel, in the right system, in the right program, and most importantly, a Mendoza-type situation where find a coach that's going to believe in him. Colson's going to be another guy that's going to help a program be very successful on the next level.
No doubt in that. And then we'll round out this last group of 2027 guys in the form of Brandon Hebert. Was a game wrecker in terms of protecting the North Shore offensive line, did an excellent job, and he earned Dave Campbell's All-Texas Championship team for the excellent performance that the North Shore offense had in a just downright gritty game to win the state championship for the Mustangs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, love me some Brandon Hebert. I'm just going to throw that out there. I mean,
we said C.J. Jackson was scary. Brandon Hebert has another scary dude.
Like, look, we have not seen anybody even come close to standing up that defensive front of Duncanville. That is a SEC D line. Every one of those young men are committed. And what Brandon did, what he did, bro, in that state championship game is something that I don't think people give enough credit to, right? We get so caught up in watching the receivers and the quarterbacks and the running backs. A lot of times we don't really watch the guys in the trenches. But you want to know who does watch them? Those scouts, those college scouts, those NFL scouts. They watch them, which is why every time we watch the NFL draft, Jake, we watch the first round and we see a lineman go number 3 overall. We're like, wonder why him and not this guy and this guy that caught the passes. Well, how did they catch the passes? How did the quarterback have time to throw it? Brandon is going to be a dominant force, right, in this recruiting game. Once again, just another huge diamond, that I think because he's put North Shore, that is almost like, oh, okay, he's at North Shore and there's a ton of talent out there. He's not getting his just due. Once again, North Shore is not apt to start underclassmen unless you are that guy. They're so deep enriched in talent at North Shore High School, one of the most premier high schools in the nation, that they don't have to start sophomores or juniors.
Yeah.
They could just roll out seniors every year and be fine. But Brandon has earned that right. He's earned his spot on that team. And for them to move him from right tackle, then having to move him to left tackle, if people don't really do a deep dive and look into that, that's going to be something that would be a damn shame.
Yeah.
I know my guy, Chase King, is watching. Chase, we're going to need your help, brother. We're going to need help getting Brandon Hebert, as well as Kingston by the rest of our guys recruited, because there are a lot of guys that the world needs to know who they are, right? And I cannot wait, Jake, until 27 is ready and these coaches are ready on a collegiate level to say, okay, Protection United, we're done with the portal kids. Please now let's talk about your 27s, because we got some guys to send them.
Oh, yeah. We got a pretty deep 2027 class. Not nearly as deep of a 2028 class, but that cream of the crop of the 28 class, I think, can go tick for tack with any group of guys that might be out there in the country. And we've talked a little bit about Jay Storm Knight and the huge just apparel that he brings with him, the mass appeal that he brings. But then we also got to talk a little bit about Dylan Mitchell, CE King product here that you call him Superman. I think he's more akin to the Flash in terms of this just blinding speed that he has here and that we've been able to see here. As you can tell by this graphic, drawing national attention for his work, not only on the football field, Jay, but the work that he puts out there on the track. Because as we show here in this upcoming video, he is one of the fastest players in the nation. Sports Illustrated Texas all-championship team for football. Max Preps football sophomore All-American. And now a track and field sophomore All-American. And you see why as he comes across the line.
I mean, to show how fast he is, like, the race was over with, you were still talking.
Yeah.
That's how fast that dude is. He's the fastest kid in the nation.
A 6.63 is the official recorded time on this 60-meter race. So he covered about 10 meters in a second.
Dog. Man, just stop. Just stop the cat. Like, I don't. Well, I mean, look, what else we need to say? I mean, this kid's already got 30-plus offers. He's that guy on the football field, and then what he does on track. I mean, but once again, when you got Billy Mitchell, and then you got Karen Mitchell, Billy, A&M football player, Karen Mitchell, super track star. They get married.
You could mind those.
They fall in love, and then they have Dylan Mitchell. I mean,
you were kind of destined to be something special at that rate.
I would think. I would think so. And the proof is in the pudding.
Mm-hmm. He gets after it. And I'm very excited to see what that recruiting process is going to look like, what that bidding process is going to look like to try and get a guy like Dylan Mitchell to come in and join their program, because he's one of those guys where you may have to tell the football coach, nah, you're not getting him exclusively to play football. Yeah. He's also going to get out there and hit it on the track circuit, because those track coaches are probably licking their chops thinking, shoot, I may have a national champion on my hands. I may have an Olympian on my hands if he keeps producing like this.
No, he might say, I don't want to go to the NFL. I'm just going to go to the Olympics. What if he goes to the NFL and then says, but every 4 years, I'm not going to play in the NFL because I'm going to focus on Olympic track? It's like, I mean.
That's like Bo Jackson telling the Raiders, hey, when baseball season starts, I'm going to go and play for the Royals. Then when that's done, then I'll come and be one of the best running backs in football.
Dylan just says, like, hey, I'm just going to miss OTAs because I'm going to go run for the Olympics.
I'm going to go get this gold medal real quick. Yeah, but when I come back,
I'll be back by August. I'll be back. So I don't miss all the OTAs. I just miss, like, June and July.
Just shoot me some film while I'm in the Olympic Village, and then I'll be good.
Or don't even need that. Just be like, hey, I'll catch the football and then I'll go score a touchdown.
Just throw it my way and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I like
28. True 2028.
True, yes.
Didn't reclass. He's not no holdback, baby.
Mm-mm.
That's his real dude. I'm telling you.
That's as real as it gets.
When him, Brandon Hebert, and Jay Storm Knight rolled up as 12-year-olds, I can't wait to get them on the show. We'll come back to that story, but I'll never forget when my coaches with the Ponds were coming up to me saying, ain't no way in hell these kids are 12.
I'm gonna need to see some cheating. I need to see some birth certificate.
And I'm like, Billy Mitchell don't get down like that, but whatever. Y'all can look into it, but these kids are legit.
It's scary. It's scary what Protection United has coming down in the 27 and in the 28 class. So
and we're not even
nation,
done.
Y'all watch out.
We're not even done. We got some more on the way. We got some more dollars on the way. Computer Jesus even smiling behind the camera right now. Or maybe he's smiling because we're about to go to our next segment where he gets to play Alex.
Yes.
Right?
We talked about it at the beginning of the show here as we transition away from the news and we transition away from the Protect You crew members. In light of some recent game show dominance that we had during our 2026 class event, Jay, you especially had the brilliant idea of why don't we bring a little bit of that energy here to the Protect You podcast. Mm-hmm. We've done things in the past like the who he play for, the where he from, of trying to guess where players are from. We did the guess the stadium game for a while there, but now we're opening the doors up just a little bit more, potentially just some copyright infringement. I don't know. But welcome on in, folks, to the first edition of Triple Jeopardy, where we have 4 categories, 4 questions each. Jay, you and I will be going head-to-head here in a game show similar to some that you may have seen on TV before. We have our own Alex Trebek. Justin and Computer Jesus will be playing the MC here for us. Justin, you want to give us a little bit of a rundown of what we might expect here?
Okay, so you have 4 categories. There's college football mascots, Heisman winners, college towns, and fictional characters.
Okay.
All right.
But also, I was looking at these. So I think we're starting with college mascots.
Okay.
I'm starting with you, Jay.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you the mascot, and you're going to tell me where it's from.
Okay.
But an extra point if you can tell me his name.
I like that. Let's do it.
That's messed up.
Let's do it.
I don't know. No, I'm just gonna go for the points.
Let's do it.
Let me get the singles.
All right, here's the first one.
So we'll alternate here, and Jay, you will get to go first on this first
All right,
one.
Here we go.
College mascots.
Okay, that's Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons.
It is. That is Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
All right.
All right.
I'm not even gonna try to guess this dude's name.
It just says Demon Deacons.
Yeah,
actually.
I know he's the Demon Deacon.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Then I get the bonus point too.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, Jay.
Two.
Do you want to stay with this category? Or?
Yeah, we'll finish them up.
We'll finish the category
and then
here.
we'll
So,
roll. All right. So Jake, you're up.
with
I'm up
that mean,
2-0.
yes. Now we move over to the next one here.
Okay.
Let me
This one's
see
for
it.
you, Jake.
Let me see it.
Oh,
That is Minnesota. That is the Golden Gopher. I don't know if he has a specific name, but they are Minnesota and they are the Golden Gophers.
It is Minnesota. It says Goldie the Gopher.
Goldie. That makes sense.
Goldie.
I'll take my 1 point because that's an iconic mascot, an iconic Big Ten mascot at that.
Yeah. All right. I like it.
All right. Here's the
All
next
right, here
one
we
for
go.
Jay.
Okay.
Oh boy. Wait. This is all college?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
This is a college mascot.
Jaguars. Jacksonville.
I'm gonna try and steal this one because it is not Jacksonville State. It is
How do you know? How do you know I was wrong?
Jackson State.
No.
Dang
Yeah.
it.
Okay, what one? What is it?
South Alabama.
Oh, hey
jeez.
Madison.
Southpaw.
Madison throwing
Yeah,
that in.
That is good to know. Madison actually came up with these, right? And Addie.
So this was a collaborative effort between Madison, Addie, and I believe
and
Logan.
Logan. Yeah.
Also got involved in this process.
But the Alabama.
South Alabama.
Dang, Madison.
I should have figured because the Sun Belt Conference logo that he has on the jersey.
Yeah.
That should have ticked me off. It's okay. It's
I
all
don't
right.
know. The Jags still threw me off.
It's all right.
I'm still in Florida.
You know what? It just means no points for you on that one, Jay.
Either
So
you.
I'm still within striking distance.
That's true. That's true. You're
All
only
right,
down one.
Back to Jake.
All right. Final question here. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why do I feel like I've seen this guy before?
Yeah.
This is a March Madness. We're on the
Yeah.
basketball court.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. It's not. Man, I almost want to say Colgate is the school, and I'm not gonna even try and guess what his name is.
Is that wrong?
Yes.
Okay, so that means I get to steal.
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Okay, so I am going to go with it's the Minutemen. It's the Minutemen. That's who they are.
Okay.
Oh man, dang it!
I know I've seen this school before.
I know, and I'm trying to remember the name of it because Marcus Camby played there.
Okay.
John Calipari was the coach. That was his first gig, and I cannot remember the school name. But they're the Minutemen. That's their mascot,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the name, right? Computer Jesus, the Minutemen.
Part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it. Oh man, dude, why can't I remember that daggone school?
Don't try and get any outside help here.
No, I can't get outside help. You're right. I'm stumped.
You just want to pass on this one?
I mean, we got to. We can't have a lot of dead air.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of the school, and it's gonna kill me when Computer Jesus tells me.
All right.
UMass.
UMass. How did I not get UMass?
It's UMass Minutemen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so his name is what?
Sam the Minuteman.
Okay, so I get the
Sam?
bonus,
Sam the Minuteman.
but I get the bonus point. I just don't get.
I don't know.
Well, hold on.
I think you got to get the precursor before you get the bonus.
He didn't say that.
I'll toss it over to our MC. Justin,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts here? Do you think Jay gets the point for getting the mascot, or does he need to get the school first in order to get the bonus?
Well, I guess so. It's 2 points. So
Okay. I'll give him the point
I
then.
love it.
I'll give him the point.
I love it. I like that Justin is the juror. and the judge.
Just say he's the judge, jury, executioner for this one.
I like it. I like
but
it.
that finishes the category. So, Jay, you're currently in the lead, 3-1
All right,
now.
here we go.
Okay, this one is the Heisman Trophy winners.
Okay.
So I'm going to read you the second place, third place, and fourth place, and you tell me who won for the year.
Okay.
Hold on, let me go back to...
So, Jay, this will be you again,
Oh,
starting
man.
this one off.
Okay.
So starting in the year 2020,
Okay.
the second place was Trevor Lawrence, third place was Mac Jones, and the fourth place was Kyle Trask. Who won?
Okay, so you're giving me the runner-ups.
Yes.
Yes.
And we have to guess the winner.
Is it 2020?
Yes.
2020.
Oh, man. That's COVID year.
I think I know who this is.
I'm terrible at this. So 2020. Well, Watson. No.
Deshaun Watson, if you
Deshaun
guess?
Watson, no.
No, Jay, it can't be because Trevor Lawrence was second place.
They
Show
vote for
me
Clemson.
who is Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith.
Jake, this is where he makes his comeback.
Yes, that was the year where it was the first non QB or running back guy to win it way back since I think Charles Woodson was the
But
guy.
once again, this is all Madison. This is the Alabama guy. That gummit Madison. We just gonna pick all Alabama guys.
Next one is going to be Mac Jones,
And then Anthony,
and then we're going to go way back to Mark Ingram,
Trent Richardson. All
All right,
here we go.
I inch back into it. I have a chance to tie with this one. Let's see
This one for you, Jake, the year 2016.
Okay.
Second place was Deshaun Watson.
Oh, there's
Third
Deshaun
was
Watson.
Baker Mayfield.
Ooh.
And fourth was D.D. Westbrook.
Westbrook.
That's
That's
a
a blast from the past.
Yeah. Hey, all my OU guys will appreciate that one. Baker.
Let me think about this. 2016, we're looking at the beginning sort of Georgia's come up, but they haven't won a Heisman Trophy in quite some time before that point. So 2016, I'm going to go with Derrick Henry is my pick.
Nope.
Dang it.
Oh, here we go. So maybe a
So I
steal
don't
here.
know.
So tell me again, Computer Jesus, who was second, third, and fourth?
Hold on. Okay, so second was Deshaun Watson. Third was Baker Mayfield.
Okay. 2016.
2016.
So, man, it's got to be 16. That was a weird year.
That was a weird year.
That's weird years.
2 or 3 years into the college football playoff at this point.
Yeah, we are.
Because we began in 2014.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm terrible with these Heisman guys. Who is, oh, no, because it said Baker. That's tough. I don't know.
Another pass?
Yep. Who is it?
All right.
Let us see
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, boy. It's because he wasn't in the playoffs. I didn't clock it.
Damn, Lamar won a Heisman,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not even on any of the commercials. His mom is doing a terrible job of being his agent.
His mom handles all of that, but
His mom was, that's terrible.
completely
But why
forgot.
is he not in the Nissan commercials with the other Heisman Trophy winners?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Maybe it's the same reason we don't see a lot of other like big name Heisman winners. Like Ricky Williams is in none of those. Yet we got guys from we got guys from the 70s that are in it.
I mean, but Ricky,
they're part of that.
Ricky, every time they invite him, he forgets because he smokes so much weed that he just forgets to
He
show
couldn't
up.
stay off the weed.
Man. Yeah. And Ricky admitted to it. He's like, I'm good with that.
Say, I watched Run Ricky Run. I know all about that. I know all about
Dang
that.
it, Lamar won a Heisman.
Mhm.
I do not even remember that.
I forgot about that because that was.
I got to go back and watch him talk on his speech.
Because that
I
was.
just want to see him have like a 5-minute speech.
He wore. I want to say it was like a red reflective almost suit when he got up there for.
I don't care what he got on. I just want to hear him talk for more than like 1-word answers. Like he was on the spot.
Either way.
All right, here we
Still
go.
3-2. Jay, you still hold the advantage, and it goes back to you.
All right.
Yep. Jay, you're up. This is the year 2010.
2010.
Okay.
Second place is Andrew Luck. Third place is Michael James. And fourth is Kellen Moore.
Wow. All right.
I'm gonna go with who is Jason White.
No.
So no Jason White. I'm gonna go with who is Robert Griffin III.
No.
Oh, hey, so
I'm a year too early. I'm a year too early.
Cam Newton. Hey, look, Cam. Dang,
I was a year too early.
I can't believe Madison threw in an Auburn guy. Madison, she's doing us dirty, man. If you're watching this show, you send me a text or you jump on and comment on the YouTube channel. Because this is the only time we allow employees to take a break. I am a gracious boss. I'm very nice. And I allow our guys to not work every Tuesday from noon to 1 p.m.
I'm surprised she didn't give Justin the name Scam Newton. I'm surprised she didn't say that his name was Scam.
I just can't believe she threw in an Auburn guy. Unless this was a Logan play.
So
here's the deal. We're going to ask him today during our meeting.
Who gave what answers?
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna lead off the meeting with that.
All right.
I want to know.
I'm with it. I
mean, we know who gave Alabama, but I got to know about Auburn.
Yes.
And then the Lamar Jackson one. That's just dirty. Okay. Here we go. Keep it going.
Right. Still
3-2.
Last question of the category. Back to me.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
2006.
Okay.
2006.
Okay.
The second place was Darren McFadden.
Yep.
Third is Brady Quinn. And fourth is Steve Slayton.
Who is Tim Tebow?
No.
What?
Okay, 2006. Say it again. Who was the second place?
Darren McFadden.
Darren McFadden. Third was Brady Quinn. And fourth was Steve Slayton.
Slayton was cold at West Virginia.
Yeah, he was.
Squad. I was talking about that with the OC at Baylor now because he was coaching that team. Who is Pat White?
Nope. No, Pat White never won a Heisman.
I don't know.
Pat White didn't win a Heisman.
Who is it?
Troy Smith.
Oh, man.
Man, big ups to Troy Smith, wherever you may be.
Hey, the team did good.
You know what? I'm gonna break the fourth wall here. I'm gonna look up, where did Troy Smith play out of?
He was at Ohio State.
Was he? He was. Yeah.
Yeah. He's Ohio State. I know who he is. I just didn't think about it.
It didn't clock that 2006. Man, beating out like Arkansas legend Darren McFadden for that trophy.
Dude, if we're in a 3-point contest right now, we missed the whole rack.
Say
the whole rack,
complete total whiff.
Even the money ball.
We got one in that category, and it was Devontae Smith.
Yeah, for real. That was it. Yeah. All right. So I'm still at 3-2.
Yes, 3-2. Right. You'll start off this next category. Computer Jesus, what are we looking at here for this next category?
So this one's going to be college towns.
Okay.
And so you could do 2 points in this, the college town and the college.
Okay. So is it you're going to show us a picture of the town? Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Right. This is going to be tough.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
tough.
tough.
So starting with you, Jay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the first one.
Man, come on.
Boy.
All right. I'm going to, so what did you say? Name the town and?
Yeah. So this is to name the town and the college.
Oof. Okay. So I'm going to go, town is Georgetown. And this is Georgetown University.
No.
Okay. I'm going to go with this school is Boston College. I think I can infer that from the little eagle that I'm looking at there in front of the main building. So I'm going to say the college is Boston College. The town is, I'm just going to say Boston.
It is Boston College.
Okay.
The town is Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts.
Chestnut Hill. That looks like a place called Chestnut Hill.
Yeah, it does. That looks beautiful.
With the beautiful autumn leaves. All right.
Yeah, my sister lives in Boston, but she's more Harvard side.
There you go. All right. So with that, we're tied up.
3-3.
3-3.
All right, here we go.
And I get this next one. Justin,
right.
Let's see it.
There you go.
Oh, that's a... What the hell am I supposed to do with that?
Yes.
Brother.
Yeah, dog.
Man. I'm thinking that could be anywhere in the continental U.S.
I'm not even sure where the college is.
So I can't make out any like buildings out there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with
Ooh, wee.
You might torch me for this. I'm gonna go with Memphis and say that that's the University of Memphis.
They might, but you wanted to get a guess?
Is he wrong?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He told that boy said totally. I'm gonna go. Oh man,
because I've been to some of those East Coast schools,
dude. Okay, so I'm gonna throw out a random one here. I'm gonna go Tulsa, University of Tulsa, and I'm gonna go Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No.
Okay. What is it?
Rutgers University in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Man, come on.
Wow.
Mark that down so I can.
we can talk about that.
Whoever
suggested Rutgers.
Hey, here we go. Whoever suggested this, I'm sending you to HR. You're getting written up. So Logan, Madison, or Addie, one of you guys are in trouble. That's not fair.
Interesting.
Like, that's not fair.
All right,
there's nothing there that shows Rutgers. Like,
yeah, I'm not.
We don't even
I'm not seeing any scarlet. I'm not seeing any scarlet red anywhere.
We don't see the campus.
It's just a
what city is that?
It was New Brunswick.
New Brunswick.
That's how New Brunswick looks.
Probably.
I don't want to go there.
I guess a little bit more of the rural. I guess
move on.
Or suburban Jersey.
Yeah. Next.
All right. Next one. Still tied 3-3. Jay.
Okay. Next one.
It's on me.
Yeah, it's on you.
All right.
On you.
Ooh.
Oh man. What the hell?
To be fair, Jay, we're talking college towns, so we got to try and guess the
college
town.
towns, right?
No, I know, but what the hell? Okay. Oh man. All right. I'm just gonna throw this out. Probably gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna go Baylor University, Waco, Texas.
Man, get the hell out of here. That ain't Waco.
No.
I don't know. I saw the river.
To say I got family in Waco. That ain't Waco. You would see one of the hotels that they got out there.
Well, then you just guessed. Don't hate on my pick.
I'm gonna go with Norfolk, Virginia, and guess that this is the University of Virginia.
No. It's
Don't tell me it's Virginia Tech.
Nope. It's South Bend, Indiana. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
This is South Bend, huh?
All right.
I'm only assuming by the picture that that's the South Bend.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Interesting. I've been to Indiana before, but I haven't been recently, and I haven't been to any of the colleges. So
yeah,
you could have told me. You could have told me this was Bloomington, and I would have believed you.
Yeah.
Well, and by the way, Madison's already checking in. She said she didn't do any of the Heisman, so she don't want to get in trouble for that. But damn it, Madison, you pick some of these towns. You pick some of these towns, girl. We're gonna have a conversation. I'm just throwing it out.
Yeah. I would keep in mind that it's the town, not
Yes.
I just hate that my competitive spirit is starting to come out. I like people seeing the nice Jay. I like when people leave a podcast, they're like, Jay's a really nice guy. They don't know I'm the same guy that could be at a resort in Cancun and complaining about the bingo.
The bingo.
Like, freaking old lady. One old lady wins 3 times in a row. Like, damn, lady, can somebody else win? Why are you out here with me every time, every day? Why don't you go eat dinner? It's like 3:30. You're out here with me, and you're killing me in bingo.
Maybe she's got that same competitive spirit, Jay. You don't know.
Man, look here. All I know is Ashley was like, babe, we're in Cancun.
All right.
Enjoy yourself.
We're still tied 3-3. Final city of the category. What?
What the? Why has every city got a river? Go ahead, Jake. Is it me or you?
No, it's me.
It's Jake.
I'm still thinking East Coast here, but I don't want to go with that's not Durham.
Where'd they find these pictures?
Man.
Jake, you didn't give good detail of like, hey guys, can we see the college campus? Like, what's wrong with showing us the campus? We don't know those cities. All right, go ahead, homie.
Like, you could tell me. I'm going to go with Madison, Wisconsin, and guess this is the University of Wisconsin.
No.
Dang
that
it.
boy said no quick.
Dang it.
I don't even see any football goalposts. Wait, I do see 2 over there. No, never mind.
Nope, that's a bridge.
That's a bridge.
Yeah, it's a bridge.
Never mind. I mean, what the hell? Okay. I mean,
take me through your thought process if there is one.
There's not. There's a highway. There's some beautiful trees. I love the autumn look.
Mm-hmm.
I love the true changing of the seasons. And then like some houses are over there stacked on the other side of the river. I mean, I don't know. Harvard.
No.
Okay, what is it?
Like I said, the only thing that would probably give it away would have been the foliage. Maybe it's Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Oh, so I guess I was in the same general area of guessing Wisconsin.
Yeah, you're close.
Michigan.
Ann Arbor, huh?
Like, they don't look nothing.
How about that? What do you envision Michigan looking like if that's not Michigan?
Madison, let the team know they're all in trouble. They're all in trouble. 4 o'clock can't get here fast enough.
I know, but we got one last category here, Jay.
We're tied though, right?
And we're still tied at 3-3. So
I guess from a fan perspective, you want a close matchup.
Yes.
So we're giving the people what they want.
But Jay, how much would you say you know your TV and your movie athletes, though?
Uh-oh. We're on black screen, computer Jesus.
I know.
Oh, no.
You're intentionally doing it.
We got to set it up.
Okay.
Final category, Justin, I believe, is fictional athletes.
It is. Fictional athletes.
All right.
Okay. I feel good about this. I feel good about this one.
I think
so
there's another
you can
one.
name the name of the character.
Okay.
And the movie they're in.
I like it.
Let's do it.
I like it. All right.
Hit us with the first one.
Oh. Okay, so
right?
So what'd you say? Name the what?
So name of the character and the movie.
Oh man. Okay, the movie's the game plan.
Damn it! I knew the movie.
I got the game plan. I do not know. I mean, it's The Rock, but I don't know his character. Is that what you're saying? I got to know the actual character of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't remember the name, but it's the game plan.
Yeah.
So I got my 1 point.
I don't remember the name of the character.
All right, so there we go. 4-3.
Attempt.
Let's
Joe
go.
Kingman.
What was his name?
Joe Kingman.
Oh yeah, we would never guess that.
And it's also interesting to know about the game plan. This is the last time that The Rock used The Rock in his name for movies.
Interesting.
Oh.
After this movie, it was Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
I like it. Okay.
All right.
4-3.
So now you're up, Jake.
4-3 mix.
That was a Disney Channel movie too.
Oh,
my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna get 2 points, I think, on this one because I have no idea what this one is. I'm not even gonna make an attempt.
Okay.
At it.
So you passing over?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass this one.
So, what is draft day?
Yeah. I saw it.
I
saw it last second with the Browns.
Hey, and I'll do you a solid. I won't guess the character name, so that way you have a chance to come back.
You know who's playing the character?
Oh, I mean,
That's Bozeman.
oh well, yeah, that's Black Panther.
Yeah. Yeah, his name is Vontae Mack.
Vontae Mack. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Kevin
Costner.
Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, I'm up 5-3.
Yep, 5-3.
Oh, I'm feeling better.
5-3, and it goes to you with this next one.
I'm feeling better. Yeah. The team might like the meeting now at 4 o'clock. Hold on.
Oh, how come you get these softballs, Jay? And I gotta deal with the draft.
Yeah,
draft day.
We're about to close it out. Hey, we're gonna go with Waterboy, and then we're gonna go with who is Bobby Boucher.
That's it.
This is
bam, 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 bam.
This is bull.
It's not bull.
This is bull.
It's not bull, Jake. I stole yours.
You got Bobby Boucher from the freaking Waterboy, and I had draft day.
You picked the order. You could have went first. No. You could have went first. You said, Jay, I want you to go first, and then I'll go after you. Saying you kind of screwed yourself.
I'm going to be irate with Madison and Addie for deciding the order of these questions.
But you picked the order of when we were going to go.
Whatever.
You can't be mad at this.
Let's just finish this out.
All right, last one.
Next is going to be some French movie or something like that. And I got to guess who Mbappe is.
Hey, oh, dude.
Okay, so this is the longest yard.
Come on.
This is the longest yard.
And
I don't remember the name of the...
Oh, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
All right.
This is Any Given Sunday. And this is... My name is Willie. Willie Beeman. And I keep the girls
the thing he
co-steaming. Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Dude. I mean, that's on you, Jay. Did not know Any Given Sunday? You said Longest Yard. What? Adam Sandler was the quarterback in Longest Yard. And then the original was
Burt Reynolds.
That was a black man. That was Jamie Foxx.
You know there were black guys in the Longest Yard.
Not at quarterback. Not at QB.
That doesn't look like a quarterback. What quarterback was number 13?
All right.
Are you kidding me? Dan Marino? He wore 13.
And he didn't win a Super Bowl.
But it doesn't matter. You said who wears 13?
Because of it.
Jay, you caused that loss. What's the final score, Jake?
It's 9-3. And with that, folks, we end this episode of the Protect You podcast. We got to bring this one back. I did, despite the loss, I did enjoy this one.
That was fun.
A very unique way to
That
end
was
this one
fun.
out and test the knowledge just a little bit of some of those guys, man. I'm mad that we missed, that you and I both missed.
Well, UMass.
UMass.
I'm mad about that. I'm not mad about the Heisman because I don't keep up with Heisman enough.
I'm mad that I missed Cam Newton.
Like, I didn't even watch the Heisman this year. Only reason I know Mendoza won because they talked about it during the next championship.
Yeah.
I'm just not big on that anymore. I don't know why. It's like it's lost his luster, but.
And I guess I'm watching the wrong movies because I was expecting, when fictional athletes, I was expecting like Benny the Jet Rodriguez from The Sandlot. I wasn't expecting
I know.
pure football.
Brother, and I went Curry in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I got the whole rack, the money ball. I got your rack and your money ball too.
It's a disappointing way to end an episode. I will say that.
It's a great way.
But despite what may have been a lackluster ending for my part and a great ending for Jay, the first winner of Triple J Pretty.
Yes.
We hope that you all thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks also to our fantastic MC and our Alex Trebek, Justin, for handling the production of this one, as well as our great staff members for coming up with the questions and the categories for this one. It really was a collaborative effort, and we hope that you all enjoyed it just as much as we enjoyed playing it. But with that, folks, we thank you all so much for tuning into this episode of the Protect You podcast. If you like what you saw, be sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button on the Protection United YouTube channel, and be sure to ring the bell so you get notified every time we go live and every time we get a new episode up. We hope to catch you all in the next one, and we'll see you around.